Hi there everyone and welcome back to BRM Driving School. Now footage I've got here today is a mock test that I done just before the lockdown started, and it's to feature how poor preparation and poor planning can lead to problems. So I'm going to let this clip play here, and at the end of it what I'd like you to do is to pause the video, comment on what the student missed and what they could have done better, and then we'll review it in a few moments. Now our first clue here is when we are going along the dual carriageway, we can see that there is a exit slip road on the left hand side. Usually when there's a dual carriageway, if there's an exit, probably going to be an entrance a bit further along. So if we check behind here, we can actually see that there are no vehicles continuing on the dual carriageway behind us. Now, something that the student doesn't respond to here is there is a triangle sign on the left hand side warning us that there is a slip road joining, so it could potentially be vehicles coming. So what we need to do is to look behind us in our mirrors and have a check, is lane 2 available if we need it. So we're carrying on and we can see we've got a couple of vehicles joining up the slip road here. Now imagine this being a bit like your theory test. If the vehicle comes up the slip road on the left hand side, you would be clicking if it's your hazard perception. If you're clicking on your hazard perception, that means if you were driving a car for real, you would have to take some sort of avoiding action. In this case it would be moving across into lane 2. But as we move the video again, we'll see that the student isn't responding to these vehicles. They're not planning on what they need to be doing, and therefore they only moved across only once the van started to enter the carriageway. The student was forced into lane 2, but if they were planning ahead they would have already been there. Now if we listen carefully, you'll hear the indicator come on and the student begins to move to the left in a few seconds. But this is another potential issue here. The student hasn't looked at the road in front and seen that there are stationary vehicles. So it's not really a good idea to move back into lane 1 to instantly stop again when you've just overtaken a vehicle. But our other problem is that if we look behind, if the student was using the mirrors more effectively, they would see that they haven't actually cleared the van that we've just gone round. So they're about to move across into the path of that van, potentially catching the front corner and spinning us around if I didn't reach across and push the wheel to the right. So when you're going back into lane 1 after overtaking a vehicle, you need to check that you're sufficiently ahead. What some people do is, if they can see that vehicle in their centre mirror rather than the left hand mirror, they know they're far enough in front of that car and that it is safe to move across. But here the student didn't do it effectively. I've had to reach across and push the wheel to keep us safe. So as we can see in the video, this is what poor planning can lead to. It can lead to a lot of problems, leads you to reacting to hazards around you, and when you're driving you don't want to be reacting to hazards when they're already becoming a problem. You want to be dealing with them before they're an issue. So hopefully this video has been helpful to you. If you like what you saw, hit like, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you think I missed anything out or the student missed anything out, leave a comment down below and we'll see you all next time.